people, it's a big goodbye to 2015 and an even bigger hello to 2016 and more of this. And what is this? Well, today it's some more WWE SuperCard with me, Big Jim, and Ninjaboy, and our special New Year's Eve guest, Timmy! One of our favourites. Now then, we haven't got anything special. Let's listen to Timmy for a bit, shall we? Not got anything special to do in terms of Q&As or anything like that, because all that kind of stuff is going to be coming up in the next couple of weeks, because we've been working on a few things that are slightly different to what we've done normally. But today, what better way to see in the new year than a bit of grinding and a bit of chiselling with a finger-tapping frenzy that we all know and love, WWE SuperCard. Now then, the big news, of course, the big news is in Road to Glory. No. Ring Domination! Yeah! In Ring Domination, we've got Finn Balor. And who's got a Finn Balor, my lord? Finn Balor. He's got a Finn Balor. This would make two Finn Balors. I'd want the card anyway, because it's a pretty nifty, nice looking card. But this boy here can make a Survivor Pro. But as he only has one Survivor card, which is Finn Balor, my lord, Finn Balor, right now, he'd better not pro it up. What he needs to do is get the card, that's the first thing, and then just keep it in his deck for, say, 4 or 5 weeks and just see how things pan out before he pros it. Otherwise, it's going to be very imbalanced down there. So the first thing we'll do is a quick check through our respective King of the Rings. Now, my King of the Ring, the Season 2, which is on a Survivor level, I am doing okay. What am I up to? I'm in second place, 5 defeats, and I think I just need to juice up my team. Just give them a bit of juice, bit of energy, just to keep them going. And while I'm doing this, and Ninjaboy's entertaining you with his tap dance routine, what I would say is 31st of December 2014 is the day when Ninjaboy turned around to me, Big Jim, and said, can we do some YouTube videos? Because he spent a lot of time watching YouTube videos, under supervision, of course, from his dad. And I was like, yeah, okay, let's give it a go. So we did. So it's the 31st of December 2014 when I set up the account, and we actually put some videos up on New Year's Day, which was all around FIFA 15 at the time. We didn't start SuperCard till late February, March?
February, March.
It was 2 or 3 months into the year, and now look at us. There's 10,000 of you poor souls subscribed to watch this kind of nonsense with us making all sorts of weird noises while we're playing WWE SuperCard
and
with you guys.
And bent necks.
Weird faces and bent necks. Where else are you going to get weird faces and bent necks like this? This is the place for weird faces and bent necks.
Network error.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Man down. Season 1, I am on WrestleMania. And again, I'm just going to... I don't need to do a game recap, do I? Standings-wise, I'm looking fairly comfortable in the lead. I would say in the chat, people have been friendly in the chat. But Iron Man there, it's probably very nice fellas asking, are people going to energise in brackets or just swap their cards in and out? The last King of the Ring I was in Season 1, a guy in the final used all the energy boosts. Do you remember those, all those charisma and everything? And then had the temerity to leave a message saying, oh, I only did that because I had some to use up. I won't be doing it again. I thought, yeah, I don't trust you for that. And what did he do? In the third bout, he used them all again. But I'd used some as well because I had some to use up. I don't normally use them, but I did. Anyway, Iron Man, you're probably waiting on a network. I've gone off as well now. You can't see it on screen, but I've frozen someone's favourite Disney film, not ours. Right, there we go. Back in action. Iron Man's probably very nice, and anyone who knows Iron Man can probably confirm that. But I'm just not going to trust anyone who says, oh, I'm not going to bother powering up. Unless I know you, unless I've met you before, and we've played together before. So, we'll just see what happens. I mean, I'm not going to bother powering up, so you guys are going to see this probably before we've got to the knockout stages. But anyway, time to call in the B team. There's my A team. Been sitting there doing the job. Time to call in the B team. Yeah, very nice. One of the things I do want to, which I do miss, when you look at the Season 2, not Road to Glory, King of the Ring, Cotter. The Season 2 Cotter is this swapping in and swapping out of cards. Because, of course, you've just got to energise all the time. It's a different way of doing things. I quite like this swapping in and swapping out once you've got settled decks. But anyway, what does it matter? One thing I have decided, by the way, is... well, I'm just going to call up my WrestleMania cards. There's a reason why I've got these rare cards, which we'll come to. WrestleMania, I've decided I'm not going to bother doing any more fusions now until I get another Diva Pro, WrestleMania Diva Pro. I've got Paige, so there's Peggy, I've got Natalia, there's Eve who could do with powering up. Once I pull a second Diva, I'm going to chuck Nikki Bella, my Survivor Fusion Pro, into the Fusion Chamber, just to see if I can get another, oh yeah, to make him a pro. And then if I've done that, that's it. I'm not going to bother with any more going down the ranks anymore, because it's been entertaining, but now with all these new blooming team PCCs and everything else going on, it takes up too much time. So I'm not going to bother with that. So Ninjaboy, before we move on to Ring Domination, yeah, for the two of us. Sorry, did I go on a bit too long then? That's not like me to talk too much, surely not. I don't talk too much, do I? How's your King of the Ring doing? What are you up to?
I just finished
originally
game 32 when you were talking.
You were going to be powering up your cards, weren't you? And then actually you've now decided you might give it a go. You're going to give it a go?
Yeah, I've not seen the result.
He's going to give it a go.
All I know is that it was 2-2 before I scrolled
It was Desmond. It was Desmond 2-2, and the result is you lost 3-2. Never mind.
He was fully energised, I was semi-energised.
Right.
So I won that, he won that.
Boopity boopity boop.
I won that, he won that.
As you can see, Ninjaboy is rocking his
Survivor.
throwback presents. Oh, look at that. It's so close.
It's because of the energy. That's the only reason why I...
Yeah. Okay, so what's your overall score, buddy? Where are you standing?
Hang on.
How are you doing? Okay, this is the quiet part of the show, where I take a drink. Cheers! Happy New Year! Oh, from Britain. This is what we do in Britain. This is lunch and dinner.
It's actually very tight. And the sad thing was, he's in 8th
Of course, I had beer
place.
for dinner.
The sad thing was that he was the guy in 8th place.
Yeah.
And I was in 9th.
Oh, no. So you could have called him up. Never mind. Well, obviously now, if we do a bit of Ring Domination, you'll have some energies that you can feed in. So let's have a look at your deck while you've got your iPad in hand.
Ting, ting.
How's your deck? You don't need to hold it up to the camera. People can see the monitor. Network error. People can't see the monitor. Start again. Is it up? Give it a go. I'm just going to check mine's okay.
Give it go.
Mine's
give
rocking.
It go.
Right, so in your deck you have...
Ting, ting.
You don't need to keep holding it up to the camera. That doesn't mean anything to them. They can't see this little speck. They can see the big thing on screen in front of them.
Legendary Pro Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
Finn Balor, my lord.
What Ninjaboy did get very disappointed on Christmas... Was it Christmas Eve or no? It was December the 27th. I was... Again, visiting BadLadDad Gran in hospital. She's getting better. She's still a bit poorly. Not in critical condition like she was. So we're hoping to get her home within about a week. Ninjaboy was due his ladder reward. His legendary ladder reward. He's got several cards he was hoping to pro. And what did he pull? Dolph Ziggler. The one card that he's got a pro of, and he pulled it again. So he was a bit disappointed with that. But he was then made up, because for his New Year's Eve present, which he got early, because I felt sorry for him, he was able to get some throwback cards. And actually, didn't get any survivors, but you got some legendaries, didn't you? Do you just want to quickly show us what you've got?
I said Rikishi was good. Dusty Rhodes, he's got some pretty good stats, and he's not even done yet. And also Sergeant Slaughter as well.
Sergeant Slaughter's gonna get you.
They're my 3 legendary throwbacks is how Rikishi's doing.
So, they're looking quite cool. Quite good and quite cool.
I've got them in my Kingdom Ring.
Now then, let's look on, let's move on to Big Jim's Ring Domination.
Can I start getting on?
Why don't you start playing? Well, actually, if you start playing, why don't we start playing together? Because we've got the same amount of matches to play, haven't we? Just let me talk for a bit. Because I do like to talk, just for a little bit. Thank you very much for that. I've got 3... Did I have 4 there? I've got 4. 4 bonus picks, which I've been saving, but that's all I've got. Whereas I've treated him, because Finn Balor does mean an awful lot, so I've given him some boosts. So I've got these 4, and then that's me done. And these have been earned through the game. So at the moment, I'm not going to be spending any credits. Come back to me in 3 days and see if I need to spend credits to get The Rock to make sure he's here. But anyway, let's go on to my deck setup. As you can see, pretty much familiar looking faces with Taker and Bret Hart. Triple H is now, as you can see, fully maxed out and pro'd. Kane, Dudley, and I know I'm coming back to that. That's why. The reason why Warrior's in there is he needs to be improved. So this isn't like all my best cards. If I had my best cards in, that Survivor Plus should be right to the end.
And also there'll be Alberto Del Rio and Finn Balor.
Yeah, some event cards. Now, the reason why Ninjaboy was whispering in my ear was I didn't mention a Macho Man. Now, as you can see, I've managed to work on him. He's now pro'd, and he's very close, if not... Look at that, he's 2 charismas. 2 charismas! It's not a question of counting, it's a question of reading, and I can't read. I can count, I can't read.
Winston.
He's 2, I was going to say cameras, 2 charismas away from being fully maxed out, and that makes him a very special card. He's now second only to Taker in my setup, and Road Dogg, who I'm trying to boost out here. Again, if you saw our video the other day, and if you didn't, I'll leave a link around my head somewhere. Road Dogg and Randy Savage were the cards that I got when I did that rather silly, can't afford it, but I'm going to do it anyway type pack opening of the throwback cards. So they're going to come in very, very useful. Very, very useful. So, why don't we just get on with the action? And let's do some gameplay. What exactly are you doing?
When you said you were going to leave the link to the video, I was showing where it was, then I was remembering our layout.
Right, okay.
It's going to be there.
Okay, above my head, even though you're sort of pointing out the screen. But people get the idea, and probably the link was there about 10 minutes ago by now. So let's get on. Oh, and now how did that happen? 1 minute my title boosts were on, next minute they were off.
You turned them off.
Never mind. Well, I've got 5 matches to play, so... Are we going to treat this as like a mini Mano Ninjaboy? It would probably take too long, wouldn't it? So how's your grinding going, people? How is your New Year's Eve grinding going? Are you even bothering? Are you out and about enjoying yourself somewhere? Having a party with your friends? Having a party with your family? Having a party on your own? Have a party on your own, why the hell not? Just enjoy yourself. Just enjoy yourself. And Ninjaboy's got tired. He's disappeared off screen.
I'm not tired. I just got achy legs.
Achy legs. Youngster like you should be able to run for 17 miles without even needing to sit down for 3 seconds. Aching legs, I remember in my day, we used to get up, an hour before we went to bed, work 26 hours a day. Old Monty Python sketch. One at the best. Right, let's get going. Have you got going? I've immediately messed up by not putting my card where I wanted to. What are you saying? I've told you before, whispering's rude. If you've got something to say it out loud. What were we going to say?
It's nothing important.
So there we bring you probably a third or fourth in a long line of whispers from Ninjaboy, which when we actually ask him what he said, it's like, it's not important right now. So, has anyone done it? I haven't done any 9 zips in this time round.
I've got 2 8-1s.
You had a couple of 8-1s, haven't you? But also, I don't know if it's just us. Oh dear, I'm getting caned here, aren't I? Literally. I'm gonna have to go for it. I'm gonna have to risk it for a Swisskit and see if that'll do anything.
Are you gonna risk it for a chocolate biscuit?
I've thrown everything in. I've gone all in. I'm being booted all out.
Yep.
Well, that's me lost. I've lost my first gun. That's a good start.
And he's bankrupt.
What was I gonna say? What was I saying?
Picked up there.
I was saying something important. What was I saying?
Yeah, and like my non-important.
That's your tell. Nothing I say is important. Right now, there's no way I can beat him. Never mind. All right, that's a good start. That was all through me not playing my first card in the right spot. I was too busy, too excited to play, without actually looking to see what I've got. I know what I was going to say. With these picks off the deck, We had this little
I know
cluster
what it
theory.
is.
I had this little cluster
Yeah,
theory
cluster
that worked
theory.
quite nicely, where you tend to find after a while you'd get a little cluster of shards together, so you can actually speed up the process, because rather than scooting around the board, you could just concentrate on one area. Not had it in this Ring Domination. Now, whether that's a deliberate thing, whether they have tweaked it, or whether it's just not happening on this occasion, but you found it quite scattered as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Right, let's get
Like,
those
my
into play.
pieces are like here,
Here, and here, and here. Here.
Well, look,
Oh, there's that Taker card. That is a nice card. Of the throwback cards, that's one of the nicest looking.
yeah, I don't understand why it's not surviving.
Yeah, it does seem a bit odd. That's a bit strange in some of their decisions. Right, having talking about strange decisions, weak card.
Strange decisions.
Let's stick him up in the top corner because I've got a couple of up arrows. Thanks, Bubba. New Year's Eve hug. Spread out your New Year's Eve hugs and spread them into the new year. Greet everyone with a hug.
Unto you.
See your boss in the morning. Give him a big hug. See what he says.
Hey, boss. Hey.
Whoa, steady. Nearly took me out.
The Dizzy F1 card.
So, do you have any plans, ambitions, resolutions for the new year? You got anything that you got in mind that you want to do?
Pro Finn Balor?
Ours is,
If I get him?
yeah, well, that's a good start. Ours is sort of, on a YouTube sense, as I've mentioned, we've been going for a year. 10,000 subscribers, absolutely amazing. Nearly 1.1 million views, incredible. So obviously we want to try and build on that. We'd like to double that if we could by this time next year. We might, of course, have reached the limit of people who play SuperCard who can actually put up with us. And we do other videos, FIFA 16 and WWE Immortals and others. Immortals, not so popular. FIFA, people seem to enjoy, but of course there's so many people making FIFA 16 videos that you're sort of flapping in the wind a bit when it comes to try and pushing it on Twitter, etc. But we've got some of those up our sleeve. We recorded some yesterday, so some of those are due to come out. And as I mentioned earlier, we've got a couple of other things that we're working on, which hopefully will become available over the next couple of weeks. And remember, follow us on Twitter @BadLadDad to find out what's coming out when it's coming out.
Oh! I'm going to wait for you to do your picture.
Although there's no monkey chanting on the end when you when you read our Twitter account. You're waiting for me to do what?
Yeah, we both got 8 picks. Which one are you choosing?
Well, let's choose this one because we've both got the same there, haven't we? This could take quite a long time. Yours isn't even opening because you've got a network error. Right, then I'm going for this one.
Yeah.
Yes, got a piece. Oh, great! I got a toughness card. Just what I didn't want. Yeah, the reason
Right, this isn't helping me.
no, it's not. The reason
Hey, I got a piece!
the reason I've got lots of those rare cards is I have absolutely nothing left to power up. Every valuable and valid card I've got, all the way down to epic level. Not that I wanted to keep any epic levels, I actually kept to page divas that I'd pulled.
Peggy.
It's good fun pulling page.
Why
Was
can't I have 2 epic Peggies? That'd
just to
be
power them
useful
up.
for me.
And now I'm having to power up rare cards.
Okay.
Which, they're obviously not giving us enough high-power cards. If this is a sort of reverse problem to Season 1.
I've only had one piece pulled that's
Since your
not
legendary
been
pull.
rare.
Cheers.
No, I've only had one pull that's not been a rare throughout this whole RD.
Ring Domination!
And that's an ultra rare power.
One up, one
which
down.
I got at the beginning.
Did you?
Pointless.
Right.
Ultra rare power, who cares?
That's a bit pointless.
Like that pointless show called Pointless.
Yeah. I have mentioned all these hospital visits to BadLadDad Gran, which have taken up a lot of the last 3 weeks. You know, I've been actually I was staying up near the hospital where she was when she had the operation. Then she got moved to another hospital in a different county here in England. So then I was staying there for a few days. So, been out and about an awful lot. We've done videos when we can, as you'll have seen. There's a few solo efforts from me, actually in BadLadDad Grand's flat. But we would like to try and branch out and do some others. Now, 2K16 is something that we've kept threatening to do. Okay. But we just haven't had a chance to do properly. But you were mentioning doing a 30-man Royal Rumble the other day, weren't you?
Yeah, just Sally. It was dinner time.
Damn that dinner time. Now, what I haven't had a chance to do, the reason why we've been slow on that was those of you who've enjoyed our intro to our SuperCard videos with Big Jim and Ninjaboy characters coming in. Of course, the Big Jim character was before all this happened, and the Ninjaboy character is me projecting what he'll look like when he's about 24, 25, with the both of us belting into the ring. I'm probably running faster in that than I can run fast now. But anyway...
and 24-year-old me is more athletic than me.
Exactly! I've actually mentioned that sometimes it's like Stan Laurel when he's explaining something, and he says it the first time and it kind of makes sense, and then you say that again, and then you just get lost in a in a Ninjaboy network error of explanation.
Ninjaboy malfunction.
But yeah, so the one thing I haven't done is I haven't created those characters in 2K16, which I obviously need to do. But that's the reason why there was a delay on that front. What are you doing there?
I have no.
So, but I think we might just crack on with that. There's enough of the real life characters in there to be playing with. So, 30-man Royal Rumble. It shouldn't take. It's obviously a very different setup to recording all of this. It uses very different equipment. And talking of that, quite a few of you have started asking me again what we use to record our videos. Now, things have changed over the year. There's been an awful lot of different things that we've done. Just be patient, An awful lot of different things that we've done. But the present setup is simply using a MacBook and an iPhone.
And it's called
iMovie software, which is free with your MacBook. And a microphone, which is the only sort of additional piece of equipment that's been brought in. Now, how can we do that? Well, I can make you a video to show you how to do that. Now, we have through the year, we've used lots of different things. OBS, which is a software which you can use to do your desktop. But of course, it's different for us because we need to have two iPads on show. Most people who do these videos only need to have the one iPad so they can create a nice screen and drop things in and show you what their best decks are and all that type of thing. There's no room for us to do that because you've obviously got both of our screens up. So, so we've had to adapt into different things. So, but yeah, I could do a video to show you how we make videos if you really want to see it. But all that kind of information is already on the page. I always cut and paste that information onto our YouTube pages if you call them up on the internet. So if you go down below the comments, above the comments, but in the comments section, you'll see all the description telling you about what this video is, and then there's all the information about how we've done things in the past. So you can read it there if you want to. Don't have to do a video on that. Right, what were you yelling about? Was it something exciting, or you just felt like yelling in general?
No, it was an idea.
You got an idea?
Yeah.
Ninjaboy has an idea. I don't know if this is a good idea or a bad idea, but he has an idea.
For the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, have you frozen?
No, I've got a network error, that's why.
Right, okay. Yes, for the Royal Rumble. Yes.
It's waiting on network still. For the Royal Rumble, before, off camera,
yes.
I'll teach you the controls.
No. Yes.
And then we can use both our controllers we use for FIFA, and then we can both be in the Rumble.
Wow. You mean they're talking a BadLadDad, Big Jim Ninjaboy Royal Rumble special?
Yeah.
We could do that. We could do that indeed. Although I think that when we did the one for the what was it? SmackDown v Raw 2011 Royal Rumble, which did include Big Jim and Ninjaboy cards. It was just you playing, but I was doing the commentary over the top. Or at least some people would call it commentary. Some people would call it shouting and not making much sense.
I would go top corner.
Would you now? I would just hope that I reveal a piece.
Yep, I was correct.
Well, it was always going to choose whatever I went for last. Oh, look, we've got a title match.
Pick doubler.
2 picks. Oh, yeah, it's a pick double. It's not a title match. I still calling them title matches.
It's a title match. Nope, it's.
How many belts have we got? Oh, I've got another one as well. Look at that. So, well, I've only got one belt left. How many belts have you got?
I've got one more, but I'm going to get one to regenerate, so will you.
Oh, yeah.
Because the matches take
Because
about
it's 2 minutes. So two more to see in the new year. And then it's going to be goodbye. And we're going to see you again next year.
Ah!
With a song in our hearts.
And a proc and a loss.
Right, now I understand. The reason for the shouty.
No, that wasn't the reason. I
was
just
it not?
felt like doing it.
You just felt like doing it, okay. Just relieving some tension.
Uh-huh.
We're basically thinking along these lines. It's a 4-day Ring Domination. You've got 3 cards to get. So obviously you want to try and get a card a day if you can. Which is why we're chiseling like crazy. And doing the best that we can.
Birth certificate.
And the reason you're singing about your birth certificate is?
Because I don't know what else to sing.
Okay. Right. You know, it's in situations like this it calls for a moment of reflection.
Reflexion.
See my reflection in my drink.
Reflexion.
Reflexion, correct.
That is the reflexion.
So, is there anything you would like to see us try and play in the new year? Now, bear in mind, I have to admit, we're getting a bit fed up with WWE Immortals. Graphics are still great. The new characters are great. It's getting a bit repetitive. You're just doing the same thing, just sort of same challenges and the same competition every week. Now, you could say that to a degree about WWE SuperCard. Oh, what's that done to you there?
That's the second game in a row where I'm on my picking stage and it's giving me a network error.
Well, it should at least have kept the cards if you'd got to the picking point.
Yeah, I've got 15 picks so far.
The picking point.
So if I win this, then I'll have 23 picks.
Nice. If you don't pick a couple of shards out of that, then there is something wrong. Oh, and I've reached my card limit. Oh dear. Right, proceed. So I've got
5 seconds.
I've got 7 seconds
2,
to about. So
1.
while I'm missing a boot, let's go on to my cards. So as I mentioned to you, I'm actually having to feed out blooming rare cards. So I've just done a book of tea. I mean, this is nuts. It's absolutely nuts having to train out these guys.
I'm going to lie down for a moment, okay?
Are you? No, you're not. Come on, look, it's the last belt. Stamina, mate, stamina. We're just about to cross the border from 2015 to 2016. You can't slow down now.
I'd rather stay in 2015.
The end of a very long journey. Why, have you had a good year? Has it been a good year?
Yeah.
I think it's been a good year, hasn't it? I mean, we've had an awful lot of weird things going on, an awful lot of illnesses which people have just tried to ignore and carry on and fight against and not let it bring us down.
With the
Thank you to those of you who've been asking about the back operation that I think I first started mentioning around March that I need doing. Well, again, it's still not been done. I'm surviving on various painkillers, etc., while I'm waiting for it to be done. Of course, I'm off the painkillers today. This is the only kind of painkiller. You know me too well. He knows me so well. But I'm still waiting for this. Waiting on our operation.
Operation error. We definitely
Still waiting for it to be done.
Do
So, bearing in mind I'm someone who, for his job, is normally out and about, travelling around doing a lot of things. I'm not able to do that. So I'm still not earning a living, which isn't good. Don't know how much longer we can survive. I'm sure we'll come up with something. We're nothing if not resourceful. Now, why have I gone right out of the game?
Tummy drum.
Tummy drum. Tummy drum, tummy drum, tummy drum, drum, drum.
You're 2-0 up, yay!
2-0. Right, here we go. Final boot. Final boot for 2015. What are you doing? Is it taking you back into the game, or were you already playing the game? What's the matter?
I'm confused.
Why? Confused.com?
I won a match against this Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
And it's still green.
Are you sure he didn't fight back and use one of his other cards? And you just didn't notice because you're too busy dancing around?
That's a left arrow,
Doing
so
your
that
thing.
can't have got me.
Oh, it looks like I've frozen
That's an
again.
up arrow, so I don't know how. So
Right.
I'm confused.
And I've gone off. Right. Okay. Sing amongst yourselves. Sing a nice New Year's
Happy
Eve song. A Dudley song.
Oh, it's New Year's Eve. It's New Year's Eve. And
Tables in the night,
down
exchanging tables.
and having
Dudley boys want to
booze.
fight. They're using
And
tables.
having booze. And beating
Right, here we go.
people's ass
Power speed. I'm back. I'm back.
off.
I'm back in action. I've frozen again. Oh, come on. I've just got it back in action. Right. I'm just going to stare at the screen for a bit. Probably you can stare at the screen, see my power speed solo match. It's not happening. All right, here we go.
Look where the
Right,
rock
back.
is frozen.
All right, okay. Looks like we're having a bit of a system meltdown now. Why should we not have a system meltdown? What better way to see out 2015 than all the technology deciding to collapse? What's happened?
He procked. I would have won.
Would
and
you?
he procked.
That's not good. That ain't fun. Now I've got low battery, so I've reached card limit, low battery.
And now instead of 23 picks, I have
MacBook's
19
crashed.
picks.
I think you'll probably be okay with 19 picks, won't you? I'll give you something to play with. Right, come on. How much can you chisel in to your epic?
Oh,
It's an epic event. Oh, you're not waiting on a network again, are you? That kind of sucks.
that kind of sucks. Yay, rare ride back. I'm getting a few pieces near each other now. I've got quite a lot on that left side. I should probably
Right.
start picking more around there.
I'm worrying more now
That's
about the system freezing.
Technology.
Yeah. I'll put Randy in because he'll do the job. Yeah.
Wait, yay.
Get the Dudley boys.
Dudley boy.
Right, this is me signing off for 2015 with 12 picks. Now, come on.
You're gonna get
All started with a big bang.
bang.
Oh, well, let's hope we get something. I hope it's not going to go to the final showdown.
No. Can't.
I've got one. And a rare card.
Whew.
How
I
you
got
doing?
one on the last one to get
Did you?
to have two. Wow.
And now I'm waiting on a network error.
I've got 13 or 14 pieces.
Come on, final time for 2016. Waiting on a network.
Work error.
Network error, please try again later. Well, thanks very much for that. I'm turning that off. What does Timmy say?
Nothing.
Why is he not saying anything? Try him again. What does Timmy say?
Nothing.
What does Timmy say? Ah, that's for you, Cat Daddy. And for the rest of you?
Yeah, you made Timmy sad.
And for the rest of you? That's Timmy saying Happy New Year to you all. Ah. And this is Big Jim saying Happy New Year to you all. And this is Ninjaboy saying Happy New Year to you all. Now don't forget, if you want to find out when our next videos are coming out, follow us on Twitter @BadLadDad. Until then, have a wonderful evening. Have an absolutely fantastic, spectacular, tubulous, stupendous New Year.
And I can't believe that it's going to be 1 year until we next see you.
Yeah, it's going to be a whole year until you see us again. We're not going to be back for another year. So, until then, all we can say is, stay cool. Ta-da!